got the wrong view on, but I don't care. What is going on? What is happening? What is up? That's how I start all my videos. I don't know when it happened, but somewhere along the way that became my catchphrase, my little slogan I start them with. So what is happening? What is up, people? Listen, Python family. Python, I love you guys. You guys are the best. T, thank you, T. You know, for somebody with very little background in audio, visual, you know, that kind of stuff, you know, I'm pretty proud of it. I've got a good taste in music, and that gets me somewhere. So, EA Jack, what is going on? Listen to all these people. J-Step, appreciate you, buddy. Josh, Patrick, oh, you guys are best. The family is the best. Listen, I appreciate you guys. I really do. You know, you guys are the best. It's funny that I recognize every name in here. And I hope we get some new people in here because, ladies and gentlemen, I know my Discord people. Austin, look at this. The fam is here, ladies and gentlemen. The fam is here. All right. The bad news first, right? Everybody likes the bad news. Let's get it out of the way. The bad news is that this link is dead. Download on Android does not work yet because I do not have Google Play Council approval yet. We are just waiting. It is a waiting game. There's no way to expedite it like there is with Apple. Apple, I got expedited. Google is not expediting. Everything's slow. So I'm going through the process there. However, the good news. You know, let's just close it down. The good news is, if you click it on Apple, we're live, baby. All right, that is it. We are officially live now. If you signed up for the launch list, you already got a terrible email from me. I was in such a rush, like that kitten on the keyboard meme, just tapping away, getting things out. I wrote a little blurb from my heart, truly, sincerely. I probably could have wrote a 3-paragraph thing to you guys because I'm so grateful for everybody and the fams in here supporting me, and I appreciate that. So, like I said, like I'm a wordy person. You guys know I just get talking and stuff. I could have wrote a 3-paragraph thing. I kept it short, simple. I just wanted to get that email out. However, I must have forgot to put a subject in there. So my boy Crypto is telling me that it went to his spam box. So I'm probably going to send out another email. Apologies if you got the first one. I don't mean to spam you, but I want to make sure everybody gets it. So if you're on the launch list, you will have gotten an email, and it may end up in your spam folder already, to sign up for Apple, okay? You will get a discount. I think it's 2 weeks free, and plus you get the 3 free days that everybody gets. And I will be sending more out because, you know, I've got the launch list. I'm going to be doing stuff for those people, probably even a giveaway. I gave T some money yesterday. T's an awesome community member. You've already seen her. Where's T? Right there. Look at that. T1, we cashed out that plus 600 college football 5-leg parlay, which was awesome for the bowl game. So that was fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna be taking care of the family. You guys know that. I really do appreciate you guys, and you guys are always so unbelievably stinking supportive that of course I'm gonna do that. But I'm clicking all around here. Oh, I wanted to go back. Yes, so we are live. So here's the website. If you're new here, PropsBot.AI, here is the website. There are a few real reviews here. We're getting reviews. Obviously, we just launched, so there's just a bunch of dummy reviews, but 2 of them are real. That David is not me, okay? There is another David out there, and he loves the app. That's all I'm going to say. So, yes, if you click any of these links, I've spammed the website with links. I'll clean it up eventually, but you can get to the app and download it on Apple. And if you want if you're in the Discord, please message me, let me know, and I will absolutely hook you up with the code. If you're a first-time watcher, let me know. If you're watching this after, you might not be watching it live. If you watch the video after, shoot me a message, hop into the Discord, talk to the fam, say what's up. We've got a great Discord. So there is a desktop version too, but you can't access it until you sign up on the app. So you have to sign up through the App Store. Then your login will work right here. So you go right to the website, just click the little login button. It'll pop up your login. You just sign in. It looks very similar to the app login, and away you go. So there is a desktop version as well, but let's be real, people. Let's be real. 90% of us, or we are using it 90% of the time on our phones, right? We're on the go. We're a busy society. Jay said we need Hulk to discuss hockey on here. Ooh, you guys don't want to see that. I branched out of my comfort zone the other day, dabbling, and I'm trying to dabble more and do some research and come up with a process for college football. And I had some success, but you don't want hockey right now. But I'm happy for anybody to drop a play in here, a hockey play for the fam. BWA Pete, we got the whole fam in here. What is up? What's going on, my friend? Listen, you guys are the best. You guys truly are the best. I love it. Spam. Straight to the spam folder, EA Jack. Straight to the spam folder, my friend. Yeah, that was a little sloppy on my part. I'll try to do better. All right. Truly just going to just bounce through this app and let's talk some plays. Most importantly, I think, and you guys have, if you're on Twitter, you guys have probably seen it everywhere, are the incentives. All right. The incentives are big. I tried to do my part and put out a little snippet here with what I think. There are a ton of incentives. There are guys out there that if they get, I don't know, 11 receptions in a game, I think it was somebody for the Giants, I think. 11 receptions for the game, they get X bonus. Listen, that person, it was not a stud wide receiver. They're probably not getting 11 receptions in the game, all right? So I tried to take it and narrow it down to the most realistic ones. Now, it's possible I missed somebody. More than likely, the case would be that maybe one of these guys isn't going to end up playing due to their playoff seeding. However, I tried to weed it out the best I could today, and we've got a couple of incentives here. So Geno Smith, very realistic, great parlay piece here is 186 passing yards for $2 million. Plus, he can earn another $2 million if Seattle wins. So that's a potential $4 million that Geno has on the line. So very interesting. I don't know if we're going to have lines out for Geno. That's the only thing. We're doing this Friday night. Now that the app is out, I'm going to be going live all the time. I told you guys, I've been telling you, I am going to be live so often you'll probably get sick of me, but I have not been live at all and not been doing as much content and videos because I've been busy behind the scenes. However, that's all come to an end. Obviously, we do not have a play here, but if we can do something whenever this line becomes available, like no cake matchup here against the Rams, but something like 175 plus 200 plus for Geno, and then Saints money line or something, or I'm sorry, Seattle Seahawks money line, something like that, and get it down to like a minus 125, minus 130. I mean, imagine you'd probably be looking at like a minus 400, a minus 290. So you'd be pushing it, but we could look at some things. But I think that's an interesting angle. The guy stands to make $4 million. And off the top of my head, I don't know what Geno Smith's contract is right now, but $4 million is not chump change for anybody, even including Geno Smith. So Geno, I think that's an interesting play. Again, a great parlay piece would be 175 plus because the guy's going out there. What's the offer? Because it gave me an automatic pop-up offer from the link in the email. What are you talking about? Don't mess with me. T said the link worked. Okay, Jack? Don't be stressing me out here, all right? All good. Got iPhone and Android? Python. You baller. Python's got a burner phone or maybe a work phone. It's probably more likely. But Crypto, there you are, my friend. Yeah, I got you, Crypto. I'll take care of you, buddy. I will be sending out stuff for you. I saw Josh mention something, so I'll be taking care of you guys. There are a few sack incentives for guys that need one to get it in the sack. Props are normally plus odds. Incentives. That is a great point. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I know J.K. Dobbins needs 58 yards. Let's see if we can get up a free site here. Yep, 85 and 5. Cortland, what is this, my list? This is not the site I use, but this is pretty good. I looked at Tony Pollard. I left it off because he needs 83 and 2 touchdowns, and he missed last week with an ankle injury. Yeah, he could come in this week and get that. I don't think that's crazy, but I also don't know how likely it actually is. See, these don't have the defensive ones. 9 receptions to set an NFL record for tight ends. That one's no financial incentive, which is probably why I didn't research it, but that's not a bad one right there. So 9 receptions for Brock Bowers. That's a high mark. That's nothing easy. Listen, Patrick, you are too kind to me, my friend. You are too kind. Well, we'll see. Talk to me in 3 weeks when although, football ending, my timing was not the best it could be, but Patrick appreciates it, man. Patrick appreciates the software grind, and it was a grind, my friends. Holy smokes, was it a grind ever? I'm not going to lie to you. It has been a grind. People that are in the Discord are getting, you know what? Sure, I'll give some free love here. People that are in the Discord are getting wild time messages from me at wild times. That's what I was going to say. I am messaging at all hours here. Here are some sack incentives here. We've got Kenneth Murray from Tennessee, Arden Ken. Let me see here what I can do. Do any of these guys have lines up, though? But if we're talking plus odds here, it's not bad. I mean, live on stream, I'm probably not going to give you any that you'll want to bet on because I want to do a little bit more research. I do not even know. Do I have sacks? Oh, we do have sacks. Listen, Patrick, shows you how often. Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. PGA shows you how often I actually look at the sack markets because I was like, do I even have sacks? But we do. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to look up Kenneth Murray and see if there's any lines out for this guy. Too many windows open. Van Noy. Oh, so we're on Saturday. So first thing you got to do with props is you at least got to be on the right day. Nope, I spelled Murray wrong. Nope, no data. So that's why we're kind of limited. Maybe tomorrow I'll get into some sack plays. For right now, I wanted to look at Saturday at least for the most part. But you've got Baltimore has to win, which is why I think they're 19.5-point favorites. And Pittsburgh has to win. I believe all these teams actually have something to play for, maybe outside of Cleveland, other than playing spoiler. So we'll look at these sack plays probably tomorrow on stream. But I wanted to see, what's the 72? Okay. So they're giving you some of the lines here. All right, let's just dive in here. We don't need that right now. I do think it's important to look at these incentives. So we'll just stay loosely to these. And look at this. While we're looking at the incentives on the right, I'm going to pull them up over here on the left. But again, we might not have lines for a lot of these guys. Mayfield should have a line, though, if I'm not mistaken. We don't want that. We want to go back. There's Mayfield's line. What does he need? Baker needs a Tampa Bay win for $500K. So I think you could look at some Mayfield props, probably do like a 2+ touchdown, maybe an alt line to, let's see if we can get a play for Baker here. Maybe an alt line down to 200, 225 plus. Yeah, you're not going to be able to get some of these lines out here. I'm going to stream again tomorrow. This was just me essentially just wanting to talk to the fam here. But I think Baker, you could look at his yardage prop. As you can see, I've got it pulled up on the screen here. Last 10 games, he's hit the over in 7 out of the 10. Thank you, PropsBot.AI. You've got a confidence score of 0.70, which is very, very good there for Baker. Let's go over and pull it up on the big board here. That's what we're going to call it, the big board here. Oh, I'm on Saturday still. Lord help me. There we go. Baker passing yardage prop. Here we go. We've got it pulled up. You can click the lines. You can slide them over on the on desktop version. It's beautiful. We've got underdog. I don't see Prizepicks, but oh, there it is. 253.5 on Prizepicks. If you guys only have Prizepicks or underdogs, 250. But if you have those books, more than likely you have Fliff, which is where you should be playing it. It's a -120 to the over at 250. As I said, look at this line. The guy has hit it in 65% of his last 20 games, 70% of his last 10, averaging 279 over that span. He's got Evans. He doesn't have Godwin. Jalen McMillan, right? Has really stepped up as of late, filling in for Godwin the best he can. And this is an interesting play. But like I said, I might be looking at something more along the lines of, I do think Bucky gets a touchdown. So you could do a little parlay of Bucky Irving to score a touchdown, who I think is like -180 or something. Bucky to score a touchdown. Baker 1+ or maybe 2+ even potentially, but at least like a 1+ passing touchdown. And then maybe you outline his yardage down to 225+, something like that. If you do an alt line for 225+ for Baker, right about there, I mean, that's an 80% hit rate. 5 of his last 5, averaging 296 yards passing over the last 5 games. That is solid. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, all right, drop me a like. Do me a favor. I appreciate you guys. Please drop me a like on the stream. It helps bump it up the algorithm. I know this was an impromptu stream. I'm just happy to hang out with the family. I don't care if there was 3 people in here or 50 people. I'm just happy to chill with you guys and talk, get some FaceTime with you guys. And like I said, you're going to be getting sick of me soon. I'm going to move the mic away from my mouth because it was getting a little close there. But with the app, because obviously this is PropsBot.AI, I've got the merch tee. Be hooking you up because I know you said you wanted some merch. There are already new things in the works. So you can see up here, I have current season, which I'll probably work on it because somebody said, what is this, the Czech Republic League or something? I don't know. They were ripping on my abbreviation for it. Season is current season, if you don't know. That is a 62.5% hit rate on this line right here that is in this box, which are the highest frequency of odds. So it takes all these lines that it has access to, and it says, okay, which one appears most often? I believe that's the median, if I'm not mistaken, or mean, going back to my 3rd grade arithmetic. And it just takes that and it says, okay, which one appears most often? And then give me some data on it. And that's what this is right here. Current season, 62.5% hit rate. And then we're going to be adding current season down here. So you can sort by current season. That is already being worked on. And we're doing a couple other things. Actually, I won't spoil everything, but a couple other interesting filter options for both this page and the next page, or the previous page here. So we're already working on the new features and versions of this, a little filter option I won't spoil too much, but things are already being worked on. It's crazy. You get one thing out and like the next things are already rolling, which is awesome, but also very, very stressful. This right here, this little feature, this little show hide button is really great. If you're on mobile, I'll show you guys on the mobile version. Cause like I said, who wants to use desktop, right? We want to sit down on our phones and use a native app for our cell phones. Look at this baby. Just intuitive. It moves around. Look, you want to know more about Bucky Irving? Go ahead. Bucky was drafted in 2024 by Tampa Bay in round 4. I mean, come on. Bucky Irving, best odds right now, -152. You could see on Bovada. The best odds, the best sports book will always be listed right here. So if you want to scroll around, you want to look around, you say, I don't have that, but I have Fliff. That's a -180 right there. You can see. But that little hide icon, by the way, is just so you can kind of clear out some of the noise sometimes. And this will be really good for people that like to post plays and like to share their, screenshots of things they like and stuff too, because that right there is the screenshot everybody wants to see. That's what they're used to seeing. So we put a little filter in there, a little button there, a little drop down for you. Bucky Irving, spoiler alert, he's on the screen here. Definitely one of my favorite touchdown bets of the week. Bucky Irving has been playing phenomenal. He's definitely starting to grab hold of that backfield over Rachaad White. And I believe he might have even outsnapped him. I'll have to look at their snap rates. I don't have that pulled up in front of me, but he's definitely taking hold of this backfield here. I want to make this larger, but that's okay. I don't want to screw it up right now. And so that's an interesting little Tampa Bay play for Saturday. Now let's go back, for Sunday. Let's look at the rest of the incentives. J.K. Dobbins 58, that's something like that would probably end up being a parlay piece. If you wanted to go like the 50 plus or even the 60 plus, I think would be the way to go. But I'm trying to think of what increments can we get for rushing? Is it every 10? I'm blanking right now. Alt rushing. You can do 60. So you can do 60 for J.K. Dobbins. Probably get it like a -2 something, I would imagine. You could throw in a touchdown with him. Great juice cutter this week, guys. I'm already seeing people post about it in the Discord. Would be the Ravens, but this isn't getting you very far. The -4,000 is not getting you very far. So what you could do is something similar to what we did with the college football games. Do something like Ravens -6.5. That's not terrible. That kind of gets you a little bit more of the way there. 9.5. You want to stay on those around those numbers of 7, 3, 7, 10, 13, 14, something like that. Those are the things like incremental points there. So, -9.5 at a -500 is not bad either. But you've got some decent juice cutters this week. They're just not doing you many favors with the odds you're going to get. But again, do me a favor, guys. Drop me a like on this video. Drop me a like, okay? Please. Thank you. Let me see what the chat is saying. 220 plus is free for the Bake Python. I'm with you then. If you say it's free, it's free. All right, I'm in. I'm with you. Python, I told you I missed you in the chat. I missed your conspiracy theories at a time where I feel like the world was full of conspiracy theories and things were going on, and I needed your NFL conspiracy theories, so I'm glad to hear that it's back. The holidays, they take a toll on all of us. There are a few sack incentives. I already read that one. I already said what up to crypto. So now the iPhone is Wi-Fi only. I got you, Python. Zach Ertz needs 2 touchdowns. That's a sprinkle. That could be a little sprinkle play. I know he's had a decent year actually. I mean, how old is Zach Ertz? 36. He's actually had some decent spots this year where he's really come through. And he caught that touchdown, the game-winning touchdown on a laser last week in overtime. So he could definitely get the 2. I just don't see it happening, but if we're talking about like a +800 or something or +1,000, then, that's a different story. Am I on Sunday? The problem is there's just not a lot of odds out, especially for Sunday yet. I think the books are waiting on all of the. Yeah, he had 2 last week, but he hadn't had 2 before that. Well, in all the data, I have 23 games back. So, yeah, so the 2+ is probably fine. It's probably fine for a sprinkle, but like it's probably not a place I'm really going to go. But yeah, guys, I know I should be talking about how to use the app. I'm actually hoping that it's kind of relatively intuitive. You can do over-unders right there. You got to go by date. So if you open the app and there's no plays, if you go to the app and you click, like, let's just say you default to the app and the first thing you see is no data found. Never fear. That just means you're probably on a date with no sports for that market. That's all. So let's do Saturday. And let's just take a look at some of the Saturday because we have a full slate of lines out. Now, as I said, the Ravens do need to win. So we've got Lamar in play. Henry anytime touchdown obviously is great. Somebody dropped it in the Discord. Who was it? Reshi? I think Reshi dropped it in the Discord, or he was telling somebody was like rushing touchdown on Henry. Yeah, Reshi dropped the rushing touchdown. Derrick Henry over one rushing touchdown or 1+ rushing touchdown is a -160 on Flip. So that's a great play you have right there. So if you're going to take Derrick Henry, play that. That's what I would recommend. I think that's a great play. Please don't move that far. Oh no. Oh no. No. Okay, good enough. Good enough. All right. Lamar, I think, let me see here. His last game against Cleveland, he threw for 289 against them. Now, you don't have Jameis Winston, right? The last time I looked at this, I was wrong on Jameis, but I don't think Jameis Winston's playing. We've got what is it? Dorian Finney-Smith? What's his name? Am I making it up? We've got nothing. We don't even know who's going to play. We can't bet on it. But all I'm saying here is that you don't have a gunslinger like Winston probably playing quarterback. I'd like it a lot more if you did. Somebody that's going to throw the ball down the field, maybe put up some points. The Browns have not been doing well the last couple of weeks since they made that quarterback switch. Let's see if Jameis Winston's playing, I guess. Now my mic is right on my keyboard. Is Jameis back? Bailey Zappi, DTR, or Jameis Winston? Who's going to play? Do we not know in the games tomorrow? Browns are playing coy. Who's it going to be? All right, well, let me say this. Yeah, Dorian Thompson-Robinson. I was close. I'm much more interested in this line if Jameis is back in the saddle. I have very little interest in this is a low line for Lamar. Look at his chart, guys. This is a low line for Lamar. I'm not going to lie to you. It is a very low line for Lamar. So it's interesting, but I want to know who's going to play. I would really, really like Cleveland might be forced to have two quarterbacks on the field at times anyways. I'm sure that's a joke. But if it would happen to anybody, it could be the Browns. Sorry, guys. I'm still slightly getting over that cold. But if we want to roll out a play, let's look at if Jameis plays, I think you could go the Lamar route. If I'm not mistaken, Burrow and the Bengals still have to win. So I think this line is so high. 281.5 is so high. I know what he's done. Look at this. I know he's gone crazy. What has his average been over the last 5 games? 322.6. That's insane. And I know that. But Pittsburgh's not the best matchup. He did have 309 against them on December 1st. I think what I like the most is maybe like an alt line. Oh, you know what's a play that I've been playing for a while here from that game? Longest pass completion is decent for them. Let's see. Actually, I'm a little bit behind on news. I'll be honest and say I'm behind on who's in, who's out. And I just think this is a tough time to track it. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to get sent out in the Discord right now because I play this every time it's available. We didn't have it for a little while because he was hurt. I think we played it last week, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. They all the weeks blur together, but I know this is a wagon play for us. So this is getting sent out right now. So if you guys are watching this video live and you are not in the Discord, the VIP, well, you're getting a freebie right now because this is a great play. It's actually 26.5 on FanDuel. So we're going to play it on FanDuel. Longest. But if you guys don't go nuke it right now and it's still there when I'm done typing this, this is going to be we're going to send that out right there. Okay, I just dropped that play in there. Let's go ahead and enter that baby in because that has been a wagon play. I knew it was going to do that. I knew it was going to do that to me. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you the way that you are? Phone? My dog. What was that? I had it. It's not even blocking the screen. Perfect. All right. You know, I can even go a little further. Just take it easy. All right, we're going to play that right now while we're here. Oh, I'm not logged in. Sugar plums. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. That's how good this play is. This guy's been a wagon all year. If we lose on it, so be it. I'm fine with losing on this play because he's just made us so much stinking money this year. This over 30 or 26 and a half yards reception has just been free. And you know what we can do? So I wouldn't say you normally would. I wouldn't normally do this, but like this is essentially free. This is essentially like a free play. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to enter that right in there. Okay, it's done. But look at that, guys. I mean, look at the last 10 games here. He had a 21-yard reception against Dallas. Let's see. We're adding something that'll make this what I want to do right now a little bit smoother, a little bit easier, as I said. But he's got a 76.92% hit rate on this line, and that's on the 27.5. Now, it doesn't look like he had any hooks here, but we're getting it at 26.5 on FanDuel. Let's see what else we got. Anybody else? Flip at 25.5? I might double up on this play now. I didn't even know. Wow, Flip. Bringing the value. Oh my gosh. If only there was a tool that I had used to find myself those odds before I haphazardly went and entered that play. All right, I will not forget to do that. That is, yeah, we're doing that. We are doing that right now to bingo bango. Whoopsies, not 15 units. Don't make it a 15-unit play if you're in the Discord. Listen, I take care of the fam. If you guys know one thing, if you're in the Discord, you're getting fed first, all right? As much as I appreciate the support on YouTube, the Discord is where it's at. So if you guys aren't in there, link, it will be pinned to the comments below. But can I pin it? Pin it. There we go. I'm going to drop that in there. Can I drop it in there again? Yeah. No? Oh, that's the link to the video. I got to copy this. Sorry, I'm just trying to share this with you guys again so that nobody has to go all the way to the top, but it appears, there we go. We got it. We got it here. NFL, there it is. All right, I'm dropping this in here. Guys, check out the app. I mean, holy smokes. There was the value of it right there live on screen. All I had to do was take a look, and I could have seen that I could have gotten better odds there. So I'm going to go play it. BetMGM too. Minus 155, though. Not as good of odds. Hard Rock as well. Minus 155. Man, Flip is really bringing the value here. So much so that I want to close my app right now and go place that bet. So I'm going to end up placing probably 2 to 2.5 units on that. Kind of by mistake. I would normally, if it was just my play, I'm going to do 1.5 to 2 units on that. So that's what I posted in there. Great play, by the way. We know Russell Wilson likes to air it out, and Pickens is the recipient of all those. We've got longest reception. Where is Jamar Chase? There you go. That's another one right there. You could actually do a little parlay there. What's Flip got it at? 26.5? Perfect. You could do a little parlay there of 26.5 for Jamar Chase and Pickens. Now, I think Jamar Chase is good, so I'm going to throw that in here as well. But you actually got another play in here that I'm thinking of that kind of aligns with it, but not as much, not exactly. Hold on 1 second. I will get to it. But this is kind of I have been struggling for time this week, and I hope you guys can now understand why, because we've been so stinking close to launching for like 3 weeks, I feel like, that I've been very preoccupied. But another play that kind of goes along with this, but I always got to make sure that the Discord gets it. So longest pass completion. I want to look at Joe Burrow here. Joey B, longest pass completion, 36.5 here. is the best odds, and it's already being bumped up to 38.5 on FanDuel. So you're getting at 36.5 on Fliff. Yeah, 36.5 on Underdog, Hard Rock. Doesn't look like you can get it on Prizepicks though. So if you're on Prizepicks, no dice for you guys. But there you go. You got a little scrolling wheel. So if you're on PC, which again, come on, nobody's on PC. But if you find yourself sitting at a PC and you need to use the PC, you have that option. Happy to offer that. There you go. You've got this. So what do we've got? We've got 36.5. No Prizepicks, like I said. Yeah, 36.5. I think this is a fine play here. Pittsburgh's not a great matchup, but look, he had a 50-yarder against them earlier. The thing I like about this play is it's just one play. Like, you don't need him to have an overall incredible performance. You just need him to have one big play, and he's got two guys out there at any given time that can hit that big play. So I like this, but I honestly, if it made me choose, I probably would choose the Pickens one out of all of them as my favorite. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. That is my favorite one out of all of them. ESPN bet. That is my favorite out of all of them. I rank them Pickens, probably Chase. The only nice thing you get with Burrow is you get access to two studs with it, whereas, Chase really has to be the guy. But with T. Higgins out there, they're not going to be able to really lock down just one guy. You can't just double or give Chase too much attention, because then T. Higgins will eat you up. And he did last week, scoring 2 touchdowns, I believe. So we've only got 3 quarterbacks on the Sunday slate. Let's take a look at a couple other markets. Let's look at the anytime touchdown market. Why do I not have anytime touchdowns? There we go. That was odd. Okay. Anytime touchdowns. The best play on the board, not really a big surprise there, is Derrick Henry. We've got Jamar Chase is being the next highest at a 0.47 confidence score. By the way, guys, if you're looking at these projections, these are third party. I'm currently shopping around between a couple of different providers. They can be used as like a guideline, but for some reason, actually, it doesn't look like they have them for tomorrow too. Oh, they have them for some. Loves Mark Andrews. But yeah, I use them as a guideline, as like maybe like an extra piece or something. But really what I use is my own research, the confidence score, and then with like NBAs and stuff, I think with NBA specifically, I think you could look at the trends a little bit more. NFL, the trends are, hit or miss. It's more like matchup based. There's a lot that goes into it. But, these guys, I think, have a lot to play for. You're talking about the final week, and I think that's really where you can hopefully lean on the studs. That's where these guys really are the guys that their team's going to feed and draw plays for, and they're going to be scheming plays for them all week. So the second best play on the board is Jamar Chase for a touchdown. Then you've got T. Higgins, Chase Brown, Pickens. The only thing this doesn't take into account is weather. So I haven't looked at the weather for tomorrow, but let's take a look here, because that will drive some of our decisions here. I think this is a good site. Yeah. 31 and clear. Perfect football weather. A little bit windy. So, that could affect if you're doing a longest pass play or something here. But look at this, 21 miles per hour tomorrow night. It's going to be clear. It's going to be cold, but that ball's going to be moving through the air. I like it. That's not anything that would deter me at this point from any of these plays that we've talked about now, or that would steer me to the ground game. None of these plays are going to move to the ground game here. DK normally has them. FanDuel is hit or miss. PGA starting up. I think I've left this up this whole time or whatever, I think, Patrick. But yes, PGA starts this weekend. Did you guys see there's that new indoor tournament that's coming up? TL something, I think, for golf. And I want to check it out. I think not Rory, but you've got who do we got? We've got Ricky Fowler, I think, is playing in it, and a couple other pretty big name players. The guy from, I think, Australia, Lowry, who joined the Live Tour, I believe he's playing in it. So you've got some big names, I think, that are going to be playing with it. I just couldn't figure out how to watch it. So if somebody knows how to watch that event, I think it's next Tuesday night, let me know. Guys, do me a favor. Drop a like. I appreciate all your comments. The comments while the video is going, I think, help. But if you can, stick around for 2 seconds after and just drop a thumbs up or an emoji or something on the video after that. Boosts up its playability later on. And hopefully I gave a couple of plays out, a couple of leans. We talked about some things that will make this playable tomorrow. So into Saturday before these games, and then maybe even dabble a little bit into Sunday. But really, I just want to hang out with the fam and talk about the app, my friends. Mike Evans and Baker is automatic. Yeah, it is. I might parlay. I'll do a little parlay. Evans receptions and 80 yards. BWAP, perfect. I think that's something that's really sharp. And did I say we can't do it? I don't think we can do it right now. But yeah, do his 5+ and 80+ yards. The only question is what kind of odds can we get on that? But actually, his line's what, 96.5, I think, or something. Is it out already? Where did they play? There they are. No, his line's not out, at least on FanDuel right now. Well, you know what? Tell you what, let's see if we can find anything for him for Sunday. Mike Evans, we do have his anytime touchdown. Oh, we got some books here. No FanDuel though, huh? No, yeah, look at no FanDuel. So that's why I wasn't pulling it up. All right, let's take a look at, wow, it's up to 102.5. I was talking to somebody in the Discord, they said it opened at like 91 or 86 or something stupid like that. That stupid low compared to what it is now. Now look at it, 100+. So yeah, you'll probably get his 80+ for decent odds, especially if you parlay it with the receptions, and you can maybe even throw in a touchdown. Just do a Mike Evans onslaught in this game. Traditionally, he's done poor against New Orleans, but I don't think Lattimore's is he even there. Marshawn Lattimore, I think he's injured, right? I don't think I spelled that right, but I'm just gonna type it quick. Oh, I did spell it right. Beautiful. Oh, he's on the Commanders now anyways. Yeah, he's gone, so we're good. We are good there. Yeah, that was Lattimore and him would battle back and forth. His receptions prop is 6.5. 7.5 on any books? No, 6.5 on all the books too. I don't know why FanDuel doesn't have any lines out for this. A little bit surprised. But yeah, Pete, I think that's a phenomenal parlay. So I'm gonna message that in here and we can just talk about it later on, Pete. But that's a real sharp play, and I love where your head's at on that. So I just messaged you in the Discord just so we don't forget about it. T says, Jalen McMillan, anytime touchdown has been a sneaky good prop lately, hit 4 out of the last 5 games. T, how'd you know that? You know what? I should just do it over here. What am I doing? It's interesting. How did you know that that's been the case? Oh, wait. It's almost like we have a way to look that up right now. Jalen McMillan, look at that. T on it. 4 of the last 5 games, including 4 in a row and 2 games with 2 touchdowns. Beautiful. Does Atlanta plays, this is a beautiful play, by the way, T. Atlanta plays Carolina this week. Am I making that up? I loved Bijan. Why did I love Bijan so much this week? Love Bijan. There he is. Oh, yeah, that's why. Look at Bijan coming into the game with 2+ rushing touchdowns. Well, rushing, maybe he might have had a receiving one in there. So this is anytime. In 2 straight weeks. Look at these odds. Some of these books have it at a -350. You get it at a -230 at Bovada. Not terrible. Bijan is not necessarily a guy you'd want to go rushing touchdown on. You want that flexibility to catch a passing touchdown. Let's take a look at Bijan's rushing yardage before I get too far off the rails. Yeah, Bijan rushing yardage is a play. My man, Jack. There you go, Jack. I see it. I see you, Jack. Multitasking like a boss. Yeah, Bijan's in a great spot. Carolina, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is still the worst rushing defense in the league. I know the Saints are getting up there, if I'm not mistaken, too, which is why we love Bucky. A little Bijan and Bucky parlay this week, anytime touchdown, I think is definitely in play. And if you really needed a juice cutter with it, although I don't think you will. Now, you should be okay with that. But you could use the Ravens straight up money line there because I don't think you're going to need much. Python. Bucky outsnapped White by like 14 snaps last game. That's good. It's trending in the right direction. I remember looking that up. Oh, I'm with Python. What did Python say? Python, what did you say? What did you say that you've got everybody? Ridley or the Baker thing? Ridley needs 70, I think, for 1,000 yards. Not an incentive, but still great. Absolutely. Yeah, there's a couple of things out there. There's a couple of other things out there that I think that we could look at too for incentives and stuff for sure. I mean, you obviously have the big one is the Mike Evans one. That's why he's on that's why I put him on my thumbnail. First time Mike Evans has made his way to a thumbnail here. Ridley, that's another one. That's a solid one for sure. These are things these guys are looking at. Not touching Baltimore. That is the one team Cleveland will go balls to the wall against. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. I just think that there's no way they win, though, right? Especially now. Well, J-Step, it depends. All right, let's talk about who's going to be playing quarterback. If it's Jameis, you've got a shot. If it's these other two guys, Bailey Zappi and DTR, whatever his name is, no way. No way. I mean, 19.5 is a large spread in the NFL, so I don't know if I'm taking the points there, but I'd probably take 13.5 for sure. So, but yeah, you're not right. Hurts is healthier, but I'd be wary. Yeah, I'm not big Hurts or Ertz. I think you're talking about Ertz. Python, single T, facts. They love playing spoiler. I think the best thing is to describe what parts catch your eye first and an ideal prop to explore. All right. I would say if you really are just like opening the app and you want to get in and like give me the best bets, then I would start with the confidence score. The only thing I'll say is, and I guess it doesn't matter as much. The only thing I'll say is like we got Flacco in here. That's good. It depends on when injury news is announced, and it doesn't have weather, as I said. So, Baker Mayfield, for instance, his confidence score is a 0.7. That's lighting up green, top of the board right now. These will change throughout the week as news comes in, as odds shift, as the line shifts. All of that will change based on the algorithm that's set up for the AI, okay? On the open AI platform, the same stuff ChatGPT is built on, that's what that confidence score is built on as well. So it's constantly changing, constantly updating, adapting. I think it's every 10 minutes, though. So it's not like maybe by the second, but it's every 10 minutes. So throughout the whole day, this will be changing and moving around, and guys will bounce up and down a little bit. Usually not huge spikes, but that will happen. So Baker Mayfield, right? The only thing you got to consider is like, is this game, was it Tampa Bay and playing Green Bay in Green Bay, and it's going to be a snowstorm? Like that isn't, now that's going to be reflective of the line, so that's good. So it'll take that into account, but it doesn't have access to the weather reports and calculate that in there and figure that out. There's no scoring system for that and stuff yet, at least. And I don't have plans right away to do something like that. So that's the only caveat I'd say with it is like, you got to use your head here too, people. You got to use a little bit of research, a little bit of extra information here. Like if he was without Evans, Godwin, and McMillan, if he had none of his receivers or whatever, like consider that a little bit in there. But that's what I would do. So I would just open the app and let's say like, give me the all plays. It's already defaulted to all. So like look at all the plays, and you could tell a lot of the passing yardage props are what come up first. So if you want to stay away from the passing yardage props, right? Honestly, really the way the formula or the algorithm's calculating it is because, I mean, these guys hit this more often than they don't. The passing yardage thing is like one of the most predictable things in the NFL. So in an unpredictable world of sports betting, that's where you can see these guys putting together these consistent lines, consistent games and stuff too. I mean, you saw Lamar's. Look at Lamar's line. Look how flat his line is, okay? I'll just show you something. Like, look how flat his passing yardage line is. I mean, it's pretty flat. I mean, it's there's obviously some spikes and stuff, but it's definitely flatter and it's skewed over as well. So you could obviously see why the confidence score would be higher for him. So we're going to go back though, and we're going to look at Sunday. I would just start on a day, look at all the confidence scores, and then click the market. So let's look for anytime touchdown. Top play on the board is a guy I love this week, Jahmyr Gibbs. And, you're obviously going to get those books. You're going to get taxed for it. So Jahmyr Gibbs, you can play him. Parlay him with Bijan Robinson. Put the top two plays together. The third guy here is Mike Evans. Edging out Bucky. Bucky's got odds at minus 152. Evans a minus 150. Confidence score has them both right here with a slight edge to Evans. But, confidence score is exactly the same. So either one of those guys are in great spots. Play them together. Josh Jacobs. No big surprise there that Josh Jacobs is another guy that it likes. All right. Look, he scored in 5 of his last 5 games, 9 of his last 10. I mean, like, you look at that and you can kind of see why the confidence score is suggesting that as a play. I know it's red, use these with a grain of salt. I might even alter the conditional formatting eventually too, just because a 0.47 on the passing prop, on the passing yardage prop might not be the best option, right? Are there anybody with a 0.47? There might not even be any that gets down that low. 0.46, Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay. Penix, 0.48. He's playing. All right. So you've got Penix, Tyler Huntley's playing for Miami. These are guys with a low confidence score. I'd stay away from that. But on a play like anytime touchdowns where the highest confidence score is a 0.59, you can obviously see it's like a scale. The ratio shrinks down a little bit, right? You don't have You know, it doesn't go all the way up to 0.9 out of this because you obviously the highest guy you have on here right now is a 0.59. So use that in your shifting of how you play it. But I would just look at this and I'd say, okay, who are some of my favorite touchdown props? Who do I know has a good matchup this week? Indy against Jacksonville. Indy's a favorite. No Anthony Richardson. Look at Jonathan Taylor's recent game logs. The guy's gone nuclear the last couple of games ever since he dropped the ball going over the goal line against Denver, where he has a 0 on the board. You can see it. So I think he's an interesting play right there. I love, obviously, Jahmyr Gibbs. Bijan gets the best matchup of the week against Carolina Panthers. I mean, like, so that's how I would use it. I would go through and just start clicking through markets. Like, a lot of times I go in knowing what I want to look for. But if you're not that person, like if you just want to go in and shop, click the all, play some of the top bets, or go say, hey, I want to make a touchdown parlay. There you go. Do that. Go in and say, I want to look at the longest completions. All right. The first guy on the board is Jalen Hurts here. I mean, that's a pretty flat chart right there. Jalen Hurts, top guy on the board right there. Jared Goff is next for Sunday. All right. So you can just go down that way. So that's kind of how I would use the app. Also, if you know a play you want, right? Like you guys know you want to play. You know you want, let's do something we haven't done yet. You know you want pass attempts, right? Joshua Dobbs is going to be throwing all week this week, okay? Bad example probably looking at his game logs. But Josh Dobbs, you want Josh Dobbs? Just that's a terrible example actually because look at you don't even have hardly any books. Go here and just say I want the Aaron Rodgers play. Now I just want to find the best odds on it, okay? Look at FanDuel 33.5. If I'm taking the over, I'm not playing it on FanDuel. 32.5 on most of the other books, 33 on PrizePicks, 32.5 on Hard Rock Bet. But you don't even have to click into here, guys. This is how I would use it. Look at you have the best odds right here on the front page. Now, the only way this isn't helpful for you is if you don't have betonline.ag. And guess what? The very next version that they're working on, 3 to 4 weeks, let's say, software-ish, will be able to help you with that, okay? Let me just spoiler alert that out, is that if you don't have betonline.ag, the next update we put out will help you with that, okay? It'll help you really narrow it down to your books. You see me? So yeah, that's another way you could use it. Find the play you want and then just use this to find the best odds. Get yourself the best value. The line shopping is so intuitive and so easy. It doesn't light up or anything because it doesn't have to. You get the best odds right there on the front. Bet Rivers. Done. Right? That's it. So great question, Pat. Thank you for that softball that allowed me just to talk about the app a little bit more. Yeah, crypto. This is a must play, right? Like guys, like we're kind of all in the Discord here agreeing that this is a must play. Henry, 1 touchdown. Yep. I got you. Look at this. Henry. Don't I have Henry on here? No, I didn't do Henry. Derrick Henry on here. Yeah, I think you're right. Derrick Henry has an incentive, 1 touchdowns, 500K. Maybe I didn't put it on here because I know that I was going to be betting on it either way. But yes, you're absolutely right, Python. Jameis isn't playing. Zappy to start. Bummer. Oh, how do you guys all have the news when I looked it up? Where are you guys all getting your news from? You guys got to fill me in on it. From the Twitter? A couple other plays real quick I'll look at. A couple of other incentives to look at real quick. D-Hop, 1 touchdown for 500K. Backup quarterback. I don't know what's going to happen with their starters this week, but if D-Hop gets a shot at it, if they get 1 red zone drive right in the beginning of the game or whatever, don't be surprised if they put D-Hop in for that too even. Mixon, 107 rushing yards, definitely in play. J.K. Dobbins for 150, 58 yards is in play. And that's obviously going to be more of a parlay piece because the last time I looked at Dobbins, his line was in the 70s somewhere. We're going to go back. We're just going to look at Dobbins right here. Yeah, 77, only available right now on Underdog at 77.5. So his line's probably going to be somewhere around there. Obviously, that's going to be something that we'll have to look at, but definitely a parlay option here at 60 plus, I would say, or even 50 plus, but you're probably not going to get great odds there. Cortland Sutton, it needs 82 receiving yards for 500K. I think that's an interesting one. I think Cortland Sutton is a guy that I'm actually a little bit interested in for an anytime touchdown this week. Mike Evans, we already talked about. He's the biggest guy probably this week. $3 million for that. Plus he keeps the 1,000-yard streak alive going. And MVS could get it 1 touchdown for 250K. That is well within the reach. We need a button to alert him when we post stuff so he doesn't waste time talking about stuff like Winston. Jason, I don't even know why I put that comment up there, all right? I shouldn't have even given you the satisfaction. Anyone know if the Washington Commanders have something to play for, or is their seed locked up? Great question, Josh. Commanders playoff. Let's see. I think they have to play. Yeah, they have to play here, I think. Let's see. I don't know which one's going to be better. The Washington Commanders, 11, what is it? Oh, this is 7 seed placement makes it difficult for the Commanders. Let's go back. I don't like this app right now. I don't like this website right now. It's saying that they don't have anything to play for. The Commanders play at the Cowboys. Commanders win on Sunday, will reach 12 regular season wins. Win over the Cowboys would lock up the 6th seed for the NFC playoff picture, extend the Commanders win, blah, blah, blah. So that would lock up the 6th seed. So they do have something to play for. So the Commanders, Josh, should be playing all their starters and probably playing a normal game. The only thing you would have is if they get a big lead or something like that, they'd probably slide their guys out. But honestly, I don't think they're going to blow them out. I think it'd be a close competitive game here. I don't see Washington really blowing them out. So, yeah, that's a good question. Just seeding, but Dan Quinn will roll out his guys. They're a young team. What do I got here? Why is it? Oh my gosh, I am so far behind on chat. My bad, guys. DGen T parlay Chase and Pickens longest. I love it, T. I love it. You got to do it, right? You just got to do it. Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix are very close in passing yards. Might they compete for the rookie passing yards? You know what? That's a great question. I wonder if these guys, like if they were friends or if they had a relationship before, they might have like a friendly bet or whatever. But like, I don't know. Do you think they care about that? It's not like bragging rights where they're like in the division or something like that. I don't know. I honestly don't know how much they care about that stuff. Yeah, they're still going to try. Oh man, look at this. I'm so far behind. Clinch playoffs. Download that. D Fowler needs 1 sack for Washington. I like it. Super random, but can you go to Kyron Williams rushing yards and alt it down to 49.5 and look at all the green? Yeah, let's do it right here on the big board, shall we? When do they play here? Kyron. You can do Kyron. You can do Williams. They must play. When do they play? Oh, Monday, right? Are they Monday night? Do I not have anything for Kyron? It's Kyron, right? I spelled Kyron right, didn't I? Jameson. Yeah, why do I not have? Do we not have lines for Kyron? T, are you using the app right now? T, you got that special access. I have better access than I do. Oh, perfect. Drag over. I don't think I've used that feature. The Rams. Wait, I don't think Kyron's playing. T, I don't think Kyron's playing. I think they came out and said the rest and starters. That's probably why I don't have lines. Do you have lines? I don't have lines for it. It won't have anything for a play that has no odds. So that is the one thing it won't have. So I apologize, T, if that's something you were going to look for. But if it doesn't have odds for a play, it won't pull it up because it's kind of predicated on all that. That's what kind of starts everything, I guess. Yeah, Kyron not playing. Is the confidence score a percentage? 0.7, yeah, 70%. I would say yes. I guess I've never thought of it that way. It's out of 1, so it's 0 to 1. So I don't know if you would consider that a percentage. Yeah, I mean it's a decimal place. I think it's better than a percentage. I didn't do percentage because I don't want it to be like percentage. I don't want it to be like accuracy percentage or percentage of times. I didn't want it to be confused with like hit rate percentage, which is kind of some of the things we have under here. So that's why I didn't do it, but it's calculated the same way, if that makes sense, Patrick. I should have rehearsed that question before I answered it, but I hope you get the point. I didn't do a percentage, but yes, it's out of 1, 0 to 1. And I hope that helps you. Thielen with the Panthers has been on fire. Take a look. Yeah, I saw that last week. You know what? I swear to you guys, this is not like a fish story. Like I caught that big fish or whatever. I spelled Thielen way wrong. It's probably EI, right? Not Theo. Come on, Apple. My phone. What is his name? Adam? Can I just do Adam? There we go. Thiel. I must have spelled it wrong. I'm going to test it. We're going to go out on a limb here and just say that I did something wrong because I want to make sure that that's working. We're also bug testing, okay? This is beta testing. Yeah, it works fine. Only 2 books out right now. Dealing with the Panthers has been on fire. Take a look. Divisional playoff, an opportunity for a spoil it for Atlanta. Yeah, 5 games. Look at he's averaged 81 receiving yards per game over the last 5. Had some big weeks, couple of down weeks against Dallas and Arizona. But I imagine Dallas was probably an instance where Bryce probably struggled a little bit. Let's look at that game for Bryce against Dallas. He probably struggled with the pressure, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, actually he had 219 yards, which for him is not bad. So, yeah, Thielen just didn't get it that week, but definitely been up on the up and up here over the last couple of weeks here. So he could be an interesting. I just think that I'm going to try to keep my plays pretty narrow, and then, really dig in on a couple of things I feel good about, and then lean in on the parlays a little bit for like smaller units. But yeah, you could see he's definitely stepped it up the last 5, Pat. Yeah, you guys got sources. There you go. MVS TD. I got you on that one at least. I did have that. 1 TD for 250K. I think that's interesting, crypto, because I bet you will get, pretty good odds there. Actually, let me see. If only I had the tool. I love it. I freaking love this thing. I love this app. I'm so proud. So proud and so happy that it's here. It's been so much hard work. Best odds right now are plus 300 on Bet Rivers. Let's pull it up on the big board, though. This week's weird, too. We just don't have as many odds out and lines out as early as we normally do. So there's all your books right now that are offering the Valdez-Scantling play here. Definitely not a bad matchup for Valdez either. ESPN Bet is one I have access to. That's a plus 210. I also have access to BetMGM. That's a plus 250. So those are the places I'm going to be playing it. But if you're one of the people that have Bet Rivers or Bally Bet, which I don't think are in a ton of states, but they are giving you great odds at a plus 300 for sure. I have alerts from Bleacher Sleeper, ESPN and Real. I get the Real alerts too, T. Add Burrow and Wilson longest passing. Python, we could go crazy. I mean, listen, Python, put that thing together because I know you love to parlay these things, and drop it in the DGen Parlays channel, and I'll comment and just tail it. I'll just comment and tail it. Another random one. Josh Sweat needs 2 sacks for 1 milli. Got you, Snoop. Good to see you, my friend. Montez Sweat, right? Oh, no, Josh Sweat. A different Sweat. When is Philly playing? Are they playing on Sunday? I don't have anything for them yet. Philly and the Giants. Do I have defensive stuff? I've got some sacks, but maybe for the Giants. I wonder if we're waiting on news or anything. Oh, yeah, I only have 3 books, though, with them. Let's see how widely spread these guys are. These guys are everywhere, but I don't have anything for that yet. So maybe it's a case. Is Philly's locked, right? No, Philly could still get the number. No, Philly's locked. The only 2 teams that can get the number 1 seed, I think, it's either going to be Detroit or Minnesota, right? If I'm not mistaken. Impressive. Because I did not get it. Jeffro, what is up? Partying without you, my friend. Never. Look at that adorable, adorable picture, Jeffro. Adorable. Thielen is looking like he was in Minnesota. Yeah, turning back the clock, even catching deep passes. Looks like he's really hustling out there, though. Thielen, when he's sprinting down the field, does not look easy right now. It does not look fluid like it used to. He's hustling out there. He's working hard, but been putting together some big, big weeks. Yeah, Josh Sweat. I don't know, Snoop. I think the Eagles always Philadelphia Eagles playoffs. I think they are. How is it spelled? Jalen Hurts in the concussion protocol. I think they're stuck. Top security. Some people around the league are wondering if Nick Sirianni. Yeah, I think that, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're locked into it. Yeah, I'm not finding it easily, and I don't want to just sit and look too long. So I think they're locked into that spot. I think it comes down to that night game, which will definitely be building out. We'll definitely be building out a parlay, an SGP for that game. Probably one like more conservative one, like a plus 400, 500, 600, something like that, like the college football one we hit, and then definitely a DGen one, and just think they're just going to go crazy and nuclear. Guys, do me a favor. I'm going to call it there. It's an hour. I did not plan to go live for an hour, but the app just makes it so dang fun. All right. It does. Ladies and gentlemen, PropsBot.AI is out and available in the app stores. Please do me a favor. Download it. Take a look at it. Leave me a review. I appreciate a review. If you don't mind leaving that, greatly, greatly appreciate that and your support. If you are in the Discord, I will drop the link. Shoot me a message in the Discord, and I will hook people up with little codes and stuff too. And Discord fam, do not worry, especially all the VIP members. I promise you guys, you're already getting taken care of for the launch list. There will be more things to come, okay? more things to come as I learn what I can and cannot do through the Apple and the Google Play Store and all that stuff. You guys are the best. All right. Literally appreciate hanging out with you guys for an hour. It flew by. And it's just so easy. It's just so easy. It's so fun. Hope you guys like the app. I definitely want your guys' feedback too. Please. I definitely mean this. I want your feedback. All right. Actually, you know what? I want to leave it up like that. I definitely want your feedback. So if there are features you think that are missing, that it needs, things that I could make better, I definitely want to hear it. I can't promise I'll do everything right away or right up front, but they'll definitely get put on the list, on the roadmap. If I think I can do them, I'm totally interested. No idea is a bad idea. Your feedback is crucial. I've tested it with a couple of people in the Discord, but my circle has been so small on it. Now it's going to expand. Now it's going to blow up, hopefully, and we're going to get a lot of feedback. So yeah, I definitely want to hear what you guys think it could use, what you think could be better, what you like, some features you want to see. Let me know. Shoot me a message. Get a hold of me somehow. I am available on all social medias and platforms and stuff too. So listen, you guys are the best. Python, I appreciate you, man. I truly do love our family. I know I mention it all the time, and it might sound sappy or, whatever. And I know a lot of people say that about their Discord and stuff too. And I'm sure they do love their Discords. I love our Discord. I love our community. It's super supportive. People are always helping each other out, answering things, talking sports, talking health, talking New Year's resolutions, not for Python, anything. We are just chatting and hanging out and having a good time. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for hopping in here and for all the support, dropping tons and tons of comments. Discord family, I saw you in here. Anybody who's new, click the link, click the subscribe button on YouTube, and download PropsBot.AI. I will catch you guys tomorrow because we're going to be streaming a lot the next weeks, months, years, ages, whatever. All right. And remember, before I hit the button, you guys already know which outro do I want to send you out with. We'll go this one. Bet smart and win more.